Good day guys and welcome from Milan Bergamo airport. Maybe you are wondering what I'm doing here. Well, I have a connecting flight towards the island of Gran Canaria, of the Canary Islands, where I will try to show you as much as possible for a long weekend. But before that, I need to find a place where to eat because I have around 3.5 hours layover. And on the left, you will see it in a bit, there is a mall called Oreo Center where I expect to find something interesting to eat and maybe some craft beer, why not? So let me get there and I will show you what we have. By the way, reaching the mall is not difficult. You just cross the main road here, and after that, via this road, you go under the other lane and you reach the parking of the mall, from where you can enter the main building. I did a little bit of research and I think I found some place with pizza and craft beer and so on, but let me get to it. So I just reached something like a food corner, and this is the place that I'm looking for, Gistu Spiritu. I'm not sure if there are free spaces or it is reservations or what, but let me check. So guys, this place is a jackpot. Here is how it looks from inside. I got a cozy table just for myself, and I want to show you the menu and especially the beers. This is their selection of beers. As you can see, they have quite a good choice and also the prices are affordable. So I will start with this one here, Bad Girl IPA. Let's see it. And I will have a pizza, and after that I will see what will be my second beer. Well guys, this is really impressive. I literally ordered 5 minutes ago and the pizza is already here. But we are in Italy, so I think I shouldn't be surprised. And this is the Bad Girl IPA. You can see the color. Let's taste it. This is really good. It's bitter, a little bit on the more bitter side. The fruitness and citrusness is quite pronounced, but overall the balance is great, so let me enjoy it. So guys, the pizza was really great, and now we have our second beer to taste, which is the Wonder Blonde Hoppy Triple. This should be some kind of Belgian triple, which is of course strong, 9% in this case, but with more hops. I'm not sure what to expect, but let's see. In fact, this one is not too hoppy, almost no bitterness. I expected more hoppiness for such a hybrid, but it is in fact a pretty good Belgian triple, and I like the fact that they also give you the different type of glasses for different beers. This one was from the IPA, this one is for the Hoppy Triple. So guys, let me enjoy this beer, and after that I will slowly go back to the airport and we'll see you when we land at Canary Islands. Good evening guys, from the city of Maspalomas. I arrived around an hour ago approximately, and catch the bus from the airport to here, which took around 30 minutes to arrive. The price of the ticket was 3.5 euro, which I find quite affordable, and it was also good that you can pay with card at the bus. So my next target now is to find a restaurant where my mother and my father are, because my father has a birthday today and we will have a party. So let me find the restaurant, and after that I will also show you some food, some beer, and also the accommodation that I have booked. I think that this should be the place. It is called El Gaucho, Playa del Ingles. Let's see it. So here we go. This is beer, Cruz Campo. It is just a normal lager. I have drank it, so I won't make a review of it, but this is more interesting. This is a local rum which is called Areucas, and it's pretty good, and at least in the supermarket is relatively cheap. So let's also wait for the food. This is a mixed grill for 2 people. As you can see, it is a really serious portion, and the representation is also very impressive.
Okay.
Gracias.
Enjoy.
So guys, here is the accommodation that we got. My mother and my father booked it. Here is a little kitchen. You have all basic necessities that you need. If you want, you can cook. I am not into cooking, so that's not relevant to me. You have a microwave. Here is a bit like a living room. You have everything that you need. Here we have a balcony. I'm not exactly sure how this opens, but anyway. Okay. Here is how it looks. This is the backyard of our hotel. This pool is from another hotel. It is not from here. But we also have a pool, which I'm probably going to show you tomorrow. And you have bathroom here. Here is how it looks. A little bit basic, but you have everything that you need. And this is one of the bedrooms, the one that I will use. And all of this costs around 108 euro per night, which when you share it between 3 people is around 36 euro per person per night, which is pretty good. Okay guys, time to drink one more cider in this case. And I need some rest so that tomorrow I can show you some interesting places around the island. See you tomorrow. Good morning guys, it is lovely morning here in Maspalomas. You can see the weather is great, there are no clouds, even the wind that was yesterday is now almost non-existent, and I have booked a tour. You know me, so you suppose that I booked the cheapest tour possible, and you will be correct. That's what happened. So I'm not exactly sure what we'll see exactly in the in the island itself. I only know that it will be tour with a bus, and it will be for the whole day. The price of it is 50 euros, so we will discover together what exactly we will see. Just a small correction from last night. The pool that you saw is in fact our pool. It is not the pool of the other complex. I just didn't know that it is combined. So let me get to the bus and show you some interesting places in this beautiful island.
Elderly lady
This is how the
has got the company
interior
of the
of
daughter
the
and the
island
son
looks.
living with the mom.
Narrow roads,
Daughter and son singles and
very
he is
beautiful
now
mountains.
87 years old. And we have to walk up on the path and the same with small groups. We visit the house.
So guys, we reached a place called Guayadeque, and here we will see, as far as I understood the driver, some cave houses and other interesting places. Let's see what exactly we have here. So guys, here we have a local house which is partially embedded in a cave, and we have the chance to look inside. This is a real house where people live. Buenos dias.
Buenos días.
You can see
Buenos días.
how well optimized is everything.
Buenos días.
And this is the rock itself.
Bueno, mijito.
Buenos días.
Bueno, igualmente. Bueno, que tenga
Hasta el
buen
día
día.
3 de febrero no tenemos show aquí.
Ya me puedo imaginar.
Sí, sí, pero puede ser. Pero bueno, es mejor que
This was obviously the most interesting thing here in particular. Let's see what else we have around. By the way, guys, this is the church. You can see that it is also embedded in the rock. Let me show it to you. It is closed, so we can't enter, but it is really impressive how the people here used everything that the nature offers. So guys, this is a place where they grow aloe vera plant. The climate here is very good for aloe vera because this is a plant which requires very little amount of water and really likes the sun and hot temperatures. And what our guide explained to us is that there are many different types of aloe vera, and only this that you see here with the yellow flower is what can be used and is good for the health. The other are toxic. Here is the plant, and one plant can grow up to 1 meter, this particular type, and they can use it for around 45-50 years before it dies. So it is a very good business for the local people here.
Have it, yes. So,
Jelly bomb.
yeah.
Here is how it looks. This is the active ingredient that they need to get from the plant. So guys, here is the inside of the aloe vera plant looks. As you can see, it is just without any color, it is transparent, and this is how you can see if certain product with aloe vera is original or not. If they are colored like green, yellow and so on, they are fake. The real extract from the plant is colorless. And here is their store where you can buy very different things made from aloe vera, from soap to shampoo and everything else. We just arrived in the small city of Firgas in the northern part of the island, and now we will see the main street of the city, which is some kind of tourist attraction. By the way, the city is beautiful. It is very calm, not too much going on. A very good mountain city. You can see how well maintained these places. It is really clean, no trash, nothing. People are maintaining the plants here, which are also very beautiful, by the way. Really, I like this place. A small cafe where local people drink beer, juices and so on. Here we have a church which is also very ancient. This is the typical way that the Spanish churches were built in the places which they colonized, and they are also preparing for the coming Christmas. As you can see, this building in front of us, which is also very beautiful, is a public library. And this here is the main attraction, because here you can see the different islands from the Canary Islands archipelago. This is the Gran Canaria. You have some data for it. The next one is Lanzarote. This is in 3D. It is very well made. Some information about Lanzarote. As you can see, every island has its own flag. This is Fuerteventura. All these islands are volcanic, by the way, which is pretty visible by the way they look. Here we have Tenerife, which is the most popular after Gran Canaria, or it may be even more popular than Gran Canaria, but these two are the most famous. And here are smaller ones, La Palma. And what else we have? La Gomera. This one is even smaller. These are not famous places for tourism. And El Hierro, which is the smallest one, only 287 square kilometers. And here at the top we have a map of all the islands. You can see how they are located. So this is the place where we will have a lunch. It is called Restaurant Balcón de Zamora. It looks pretty good. We should have a meal here, which is not included in the price, and we will pay separately, but let's see what exactly is the situation. Here is how the inside of the restaurant looks. As you can see, it is a pretty big restaurant with a lot of tables, and also there is a very beautiful view that I'm gonna show you. Look at this. This northern part of the island has nothing to do with the south one. The south one is more like a desert with rocks and sand and so on. And here you can see that everything is very green, very beautiful. It just looks like a completely different place. Well guys, we had a triple menu consisting of soup or salad for first one, pork or fish for second, and for dessert you have ice cream or caramel dessert. Overall it was nothing to write home about, but for the price of 15 euro including a beer, it is good. And here is how the view is from this restaurant. This is the best characteristic of it. So here we stopped at a place which is called Mirador de Degollada. This is a viewpoint which has a very beautiful view of the so-called Fataga rocks, which you can see in the distance. I will also get a closer view with the phone, but overall the place is very beautiful, and it has nothing to do with the south part of the island. So guys, we stopped at another place which is called Mirador de Tunte. This will be just a quick stop to take a few pictures. Whoever wants go to a toilet, maybe there is some kind of cafe or bar there. Let's see what exactly we have. So far the tour is pretty good. We saw some interesting places, and for the price of a low-cost tour, I can't complain really. So here is how it looks. Let's first see the view. The view is pretty good, in fact. As you can see, we are now back in the southern part of the island, and it is already much drier and with much less trees compared with the north side. Also, it is warmer. Okay, here is the view that we have. Let's see also what we have as food and drink there. Generally, it looks very similar like the restaurant where we ate. So maybe we should find a beer. This beer is produced locally here on Gran Canaria, Tropical, and it is pretty good, in fact. It is a normal lager, but it's on the good side. Well guys, this is our next stop, the village of Fataga, which is also a famous tourist place. I'm not exactly sure what we will find here, but let's see. This looks like some kind of city square. Maybe the view from here will be good. Let's see what we have. Yeah, the view towards the mountains is pretty good. Overall, these small villages are very beautiful, very well preserved and maintained. There is no rubbish, there is no abandoned buildings, everything is really well done. The narrow streets are typical for the region, and in fact quite normal, because after all we are on island, you don't have too much space. So generally that's the vibe of the place. Let me try to find something more interesting, and after that I will continue from there. These are some pretty narrow streets. And some authentic old houses. Maybe from here we will have a good view also. Yes, so that's about it from the village. Now we should slowly go back to Maspalomas and find some good beer. So guys, here we have a big complex with many restaurants, and we are gonna try this one called Savoy. So let's see what we have here for food and drink. So far it looks pretty good. So this is a mixed grill, a little bit of interesting interpretation, but looks pretty good. Well guys, the dinner was great, everything was very delicious, but now I need to find a good craft beer place, which surprisingly for me is not so easy here at Maspalomas. People think that for such a touristy place it will be an easy task, but it is not such easy task. So I did some research and found a place which is called Cerveceria Waruta, but it is located at Playa de Meloneras, which is on the other side of the city. So I needed some time to figure out the local bus situation and get here, but I'm almost there now. So let me get inside the pub, let me find it first, and after that hopefully we will taste some great beers. So guys, here is how the place looks. It looks cozy. There are not too many people now, and I ordered a local beer IPA from Gran Canaria. Here is my table. They gave me nuts as a compliment, so let's wait and see what exactly we will get. So guys, this is our first craft beer for the night. It is called Galotia Nuestra IPA, which means our IPA, because this beer is produced here in Gran Canaria. Let's taste it. Yes, definitely the type of IPAs that I like. Bitterness on the low side, fruitiness on the high side, balance with alcohol, great. Let's see what else we will have. Well guys, we have our second beer here, which is Chutney Chocolate Stout by 7 Islands Brewing. This one is a bottled one. It has the typical dark color for a stout. In fact, this is a little bit dry for my taste of chocolate stout. There is some chocolate flavor, definitely, but the sweetness is a little bit on the lower side for such style, and it is not as strong as I expected. It is good beer, but not exactly what I expected. So guys, the beers were really good, and now I will slowly walk from Playa de Meloneras, where I currently am, towards the Faro de Maspalomas, and I will try to show you some beautiful view of the nightly Maspalomas. This is how the beach itself looks. I'm not exactly sure how much you are able to see because it is dark now, but anyway, tomorrow I will make a video showing you how the beach is from here, from Playa de Meloneras, all the way from Faro de Maspalomas through the dunes towards the Playa de Ingles. It will take a long time to do, but you will be able to see everything. But now I will also show you some of the views from a different perspective during the night. As you can see here, there are a lot of businesses in this complex, but not everything is operating. This is how the alley looks that leads from Playa de Meloneros towards the Faro de Maspalomas. It is a very pleasant place to walk because it goes directly by the sea, next to the sea, and you have great fresh air coming from the sea. Generally, there are a lot of people here, but now it is a little bit late, so it is normal to be calm. And this is it for now. On my way, I will go via some very high-end hotels, so I will try to also show you this. But generally, for a walk, this place is great. This is the beginning of these high-end hotels and complexes that are directly near the sea, near the ocean. You can see that they are beautifully lit, most probably for the coming holidays. And also they are very luxurious. Frankly, I have no idea how much one night costs in such places, because for sure it will be much above my budget. You know, guys, that I don't spend too much on things like nights, but yeah, I can't deny that this is very well preserved, very well maintained, and very well built. So let's continue. There are even more luxurious places on our way towards the Maspalomas lighthouse. This place is called Wopesan Villa del Conde, and you can see they even have internal pool, covered pool, which looks very beautiful, and the whole place is really huge. All these buildings that you see in the camera are just one single mega complex, which is right next to the ocean. So really I can only imagine how much this place costs to stay, but yeah, after all, there is market for everybody, so people that have a lot of money should also have the possibility to be in luxury here. Just look at this pool. This is mind-blowing. This is really huge. This is another luxury place. As you can see, every room here has its own pool right in front of you. You just get out of your room and you have your own pool. Yeah, people can watch at you from the street, but after all, at how many places you have your own pool for your room? Hotel Rio, Gran Canaria, 4 stars. As you can see, even the palm trees are ready for the incoming Christmas holidays. This is really beautiful, and we are closing in on a more active area with more people. There are some street musicians, some people are walking for fun. In a bit you will also see the lighthouse itself. Being close to the Maspalomas lighthouse, we now have a lot of restaurants. Here even they have live music playing, people are dining. Overall, this area around the lighthouse is very lively. There are always a lot of people during the day, during the night. There are also many stores where you can buy whatever you want. There is a supermarket. There are some luxury things also. Whatever you need, you can find it here. These restaurants that you see on the left also look pretty high class. As you can see, they are very fancy, very shiny. And also, security here is at good level. Police is watching. And at the distance, you should also now be able to see the White House of Maspalomas. Let me get a bit closer and I will show it. Here there is a very good map of Maspalomas and the region around it. So let me show you what I will do tomorrow. Most probably I will start here at Meloneras, Playa de las Meloneras, where I was around 20 minutes ago. Then we go all the way here. Here is the lighthouse, and then this is the main beach and the dunes. They are very beautiful. You will see them tomorrow. And then we go towards Playa del Ingles. So this is for tomorrow. Now I should get to the lighthouse. So guys, this is the lighthouse of Maspalomas. As you can see, it is very big, very beautiful, very well lit during the night. Let me also show it to you from the front side. Here it is. Here is how it looks. Tomorrow, when I come during the day, I will also give you some more information about the lighthouse itself. And in front of you is another luxurious hotel, Blue Merlin Ibiza. So I think, guys, that this is the right time to finalize this part of the video. And tomorrow we will continue with the second part. Good night.